The airport is small, so this process is usually quick. If you have items to declare, go through the red lane. Be mindful of duty-free allowances, no more than 1 liter of alcohol per person. Right outside the airport, you'll find taxis, no rideshare services like Uber, Lyft in Belize. Taxis have fixed fares, but it's good to confirm the price with the driver before getting in. The Belize dollar, BZD, is tied to the US dollar at a 2.1 exchange rate, but USD is widely accepted. ATMs are available at the airport if you need cash. Major rental agencies like Budget, Avis, and Crystal Auto Rental have desks inside or just outside the airport. It's best to book in advance, especially during peak travel seasons. You can drive in Belize with a valid driver's license from your home country for up to 90 days. Basic liability insurance is required, but consider full coverage, as Belize's roads can be rough in some areas. Ask about coverage for off-road driving if you plan to explore remote locations. Belize has only a few major highways: Northern, Western, Southern, and Hummingbird. Driving is on the right side of the road. Watch out for pedestrians, cyclists, and animals, especially at night, as some roads are poorly lit. If you're driving from Belize City to Hopkins, get ready for a scenic journey that takes you from the bustling urban area near the coast, through lush tropical landscapes, and finally to the peaceful beachfront village of Hopkins. Along the way, you'll pass small towns like La Democracia and Frank's Eddy, home to the Belize Zoo, a great stop if you have time. This is one of the most scenic highways in Belize, winding through the Maya Mountains, citrus orchards, small villages, and rainforest-covered hills. Drive slowly, as locals, and sometimes dogs or cyclists, use the road frequently. Google Maps works well for this route, but it's good to download offline maps in case of spotty signal areas. Safety. The roads are generally safe, but avoid driving at night, as some areas are poorly lit and wildlife may be on the roads. This drive offers a great mix of urban, mountainous, and coastal scenery. One of the most beautiful road trips in Belize. Once in Hopkins, you'll be ready to relax on the beach, enjoy delicious seafood, and experience Garifuna drumming and culture. Tucked away in the heart of Hopkins, All Seasons Belize is a charming boutique hotel, offering a laid-back, comfortable stay just minutes from the beach. Whether you're here for adventure, relaxation, or a mix of both, this cozy retreat provides an authentic Belizean experience with warm hospitality. All Seasons Belize sits in a prime spot within Hopkins, a small coastal village known for its Garifuna culture, pristine beaches, and friendly locals. The hotel is just a short walk from the Caribbean Sea, making it easy to enjoy the beach without being in the middle of the busier resort areas. Beach relaxation. A short walk takes you to the soft sands of Hopkins Beach. Garifuna cultural experiences. Visit Lebeha Drumming Center to learn about traditional Garifuna music and dance. Snorkeling and diving. Explore the Belize Barrier Reef, just a boat ride away. Jungle adventures. Take a day trip to Coxcomb Basin Wildlife Sanctuary, home to jaguars and hiking trails. River and lagoon tours. Kayak or boat through city, river, and spot manatees, crocodiles, and exotic birds. If you're looking for a comfortable, affordable, and well-located stay in Hopkins, All Seasons Belize is a fantastic choice. With friendly service, a peaceful atmosphere, and easy access to both the beach and local attractions, it's a great home base for exploring the beauty of Belize. Whether you're here for adventure or relaxation, All Seasons Belize offers a warm welcome to Hopkins. If you're looking for a laid-back, local dining experience in Hopkins, Belize, Ella's Cool Spot is a must-visit. Nestled near the beach, this family-run restaurant is a favorite among both locals and visitors, offering authentic Belizean flavors, fresh seafood, and a welcoming atmosphere that captures the heart of this coastal village. As you approach Ella's Cool Spot, you'll immediately notice its colorful, rustic charm. The restaurant has an open-air, thatched roof design, allowing the Caribbean breeze to flow through while you dine. Wooden tables, bright decor, and the occasional sound of Garifuna drumming in the background create a relaxed, tropical vibe. Whether you arrive during the day to enjoy ocean views and a cold drink, or in the evening when the place lights up with a warm, inviting glow, you'll feel right at home. If you're in Hopkins and want a delicious, no-fuss meal in a chill setting, Ella's Cool Spot is the place to be. Hopkins Beach is one of Belize's most beautiful and culturally rich coastal destinations. Known for its laid-back vibe, soft sandy shores, and warm Caribbean waters, this 6-mile-long beach is perfect for relaxation and adventure alike. Hopkins Beach is a hidden gem in Belize, offering beautiful scenery, a relaxed atmosphere, and a unique cultural experience. Whether you're here for beach relaxation, adventure, or Garifuna culture, this authentic and unspoiled part of Belize has something for everyone. If you're looking for a peaceful beach getaway with rich culture and stunning nature, Hopkins Beach is the perfect destination. In 1802, a group of Garifuna people traveled by canoe from Honduras and settled along the coast of Belize in places like Dangriga, Hopkins, Saint Bite, and Punta Gorda. This migration is officially commemorated in Belize every November 19th, known as Garifuna Settlement Day, a national holiday celebrating their arrival. The Garifuna people of Belize have a remarkable history of resilience, survival, and cultural strength. Their journey to Belize is one of forced displacement, struggle, and perseverance. And today their rich traditions continue to thrive in communities along the country's southern coast. They are descendants of West African slaves who were either shipwrecked off the coast or escaped from nearby islands and found refuge among the indigenous Carib and Arawak people. Over generations, they intermarried, shared languages, and formed a new Afro-Indigenous culture, known today as the Garifuna. The Garifuna people of Belize are a living testament to strength, survival, and cultural pride, preserving their language, music, traditions, and identity.
Right, so you'll get to see all of that as we move along today. All right. Your community come together to execute what is decided upon. No. We're not so much into commercialism as a people, so you won't find these things commercially available. Yeah. And we love our stuff fresh. Got it. So whenever we consume it, whatever herbs it is, we prefer to get it off the tree fresh. So, and prevention is usually the thing for us. So as a people, you'll find us consuming a whole lot of herbal teas. Okay. From time to time, we'll alternate because almost every fruit tree has a medicinal property. Okay. Right? So we will rotate our teas in order to prevent cancer or other ailments like diabetes, hypertension. Yeah, you can crush it or you can boil it whole. Yeah, and then we sometimes don't take it alone. We would take it maybe with another herb like billyweb that will clean out your linings. Okay. So it's about cleaning and cleansing out the system. So around here, the idea is to really live sustainably off the land. Okay. So we've designed it to have its own electrical power. So everything here is powered by solar. And our water system is from the wells that we have around here. And you'll find a lot of fruit trees as well. This time of the year is like the best because the fruit trees are starting to grow. Have you seen something like this? This is cherry. It's a good hop of vitamin C for the morning. You don't have to have a vitamin C pill. This is our pill right here. Life is good, you know. They're teaching us that everything's come from a bottle. You walk around, we generally have fruit trees, and you pop your pill. So that's generally what we do as people. We grew off the land. The Creole, the Garifuna, indigenous people, you'll find their yard full of food. That if they want anything, they can just go in the backyard and harvest it from there. We have some pineapples here. We also export oranges and orange byproducts. So a lot of concentration squash, and it's known for its best quality. So the US and first world nations buy these products from Belize, and they would mix it with the one from Brazil and other places in order to improve their quality. This is cashew. So again, this is a pop of vitamin C, some high energy booster. We don't need these. This is our energy fruit right here.
Nice.
It's so power packed that you make it into a wine, so every time the sun shines at you, you get drunk again.
Today, the Garifuna have successfully preserved their unique culture, language, and traditions, making them a vital part of Belize's national identity. The heartbeat of Garifuna culture is its music, especially drumming and singing. Traditional punta and paranda rhythms are played on handmade wooden drums covered in deerskin. Garifuna drumming is so powerful and influential that UNESCO recognized it as an intangible cultural heritage of humanity. The Garifuna language is a blend of Arawak, Carib, African, Spanish, and English influences. Despite its uniqueness, it is an endangered language, and efforts are being made to teach younger generations to keep it alive. Garifuna cuisine is a mix of seafood, coconut-based dishes, and root vegetables. Signature dishes include Hudut, a rich coconut fish stew served with mashed plantains, cassava bread, a traditional flatbread made from grated cassava root, tapu, a coconut-based fish soup with plantains and vegetables, bundiga, a creamy, spiced dish made with grated green bananas and fish. Many Garifuna people are fishermen, farmers, or artisans, relying on the sea and land for their way of life. Cassava farming is a tradition that has been passed down for generations. Women often wear colorful dresses with African-inspired patterns, while men dress in simple, relaxed clothing. On special occasions, Garifuna people wear white clothing as a symbol of purity and respect. Garifuna influence in Belize. Today, Garifuna culture is a respected and celebrated part of Belizean identity. Some of the best places to experience Garifuna heritage include Dangriga, the cultural capital of the Garifuna people in Belize. Hopkins, a small, traditional Garifuna fishing village. Cenobite, known for Garifuna festivals and drumming performances. Punta Gorda, a town with strong Garifuna roots in southern Belize. Garifuna Settlement Day, a celebration of resilience. Every November 19th, Belize comes alive with celebrations for Garifuna Settlement Day. This national holiday is filled with drumming and music, traditional Punta Rock and drumming competitions, reenactments of the landing, a symbolic canoe arrival to reenact their journey to Belize, dancing and cultural displays, Garifuna dancers in vibrant costumes performing traditional dances, traditional food and festivities, Hudut, cassava bread, and other dishes are shared with locals and visitors.
You would take this and hang it over your neck.
Yeah.
And then you get 2 sticks and you're playing it like a trap set. So this is our traditional trap set. So these are the drums being played in the spiritual ceremony, which we call a dugu. So for us, these photos on the wall reflects what our spirituality looks like. As Africans, both Creole and Garifuna, we weren't religious. We weren't infiltrated and subscribed to religion up until recently. So we were more spiritual beings. For the Garifuna, we subscribe to the fact that our ancestors, those who have come before us, continue to live. They continue to guide us. They continue to protect us. So they're forever around us, although you don't see them. So they manifest their way and guide and protection in different ways. You might find out a total stranger come up to you and offer you something or an assistance that you wanted, but that's how we believe our ancestors and the Almighty works. They work hand in hand, you know, in order to have us manifest, have us fulfill our purpose and guide us through life. So during these larger spiritual ceremonies, there are ceremonies of healing where families come together.
Harvesting the coconuts. The first step is selecting ripe coconuts. Garifuna people often climb the coconut trees or use long poles to knock the mature brown coconuts down. Fresh coconuts are gathered in baskets or by hand and taken to the processing area. Husking and opening the coconut, removing the husk. The outer shell, husk, is chopped away using a sharp machete or a metal spike. The fibrous husk is often used for firewood, scrub brushes, or making crafts, cracking the coconut. The hard inner shell is then cracked open by hitting it on a rock or with a machete. The fresh coconut water is drained and saved for drinking or cooking. Grating and extracting coconut milk 1. Grating the coconut. Traditionally, the Garifuna use a handmade grater, often a piece of metal with holes mounted on wood. The coconut is grated into fine shavings over a large bowl. This process requires patience and skill, as the grated coconut must be evenly shredded. 2. Extracting the milk. The grated coconut is placed in a cloth or mesh strainer. Warm water is poured over the coconut, and the mixture is squeezed by hand to extract the rich, creamy coconut milk. This fresh coconut milk is what gives Garifuna dishes their signature rich flavor. Hudut is one of the most famous Garifuna dishes, made with fresh fish, coconut milk, and mashed plantains. Here's how it's prepared. The creamy coconut fish stew is served hot in a bowl. The mashed plantain, Hudut, is placed on the side. It is used to scoop up the stew instead of using utensils. Some people add a spicy pepper sauce for extra heat. The dish is enjoyed with family and friends, often accompanied by Garifuna drumming and storytelling. Processing coconuts and preparing traditional dishes like Hudut is more than just cooking. It's a cultural tradition that connects the Garifuna people to their ancestors, heritage, and way of life. From harvesting fresh coconuts to grating and squeezing for milk, every step of the process is done by hand, keeping the traditions alive.
We're going to learn the tumba and the paranta. Alright, then after that, we're going to do a little show together. We'll make music. Alright?
Embers Beachfront Ristorante, located in Hopkins, Belize, offers a dining experience that blends gourmet cuisine with stunning ocean views. Situated within the Seri Del Mar Resort, this restaurant provides a serene beachfront atmosphere, making it an ideal spot for both romantic dinners and family gatherings. The menu at Embers features a fusion of Mediterranean and Caribbean flavors, showcasing a variety of dishes crafted from fresh, local ingredients. Guests can enjoy meals across different times of the day, with specific menus for lunch and dinner. Patrons have praised Embers for its beautiful setting, attentive staff, and delicious food. One reviewer highlighted the restaurant's ambiance and service, mentioning that the staff was polite and attentive, and the food exceeded expectations. The journey from Hopkins to San Ignacio takes you from the beautiful Caribbean coastline into the heart of Belize's jungle and Mayan heritage. The drive covers approximately 130 miles, 210 kilometers, and takes about 3 to 3.5 hours, depending on road conditions and stops. Here's what you need to know. Things to know before driving. Road conditions: Southern Highway and George Price Highway. Well paved, easy driving. Hummingbird Highway. Beautiful but has sharp turns, hills, and occasional potholes. Roads in San Ignacio. Mostly paved, but some side streets are narrow and hilly. Fuel stops and gas stations. Fill up before leaving Hopkins. Gas stations are limited along the route. Major fuel stops are in Dangriga, Belmopan, and San Ignacio. Weather and best time to drive. Dry season, November, May. Best time to drive with clear roads. Rainy season, June, October. Be cautious of flooding and slippery roads in the mountains. Speed limits and driving tips. Highway speed limits range from 40 to 55 mph, 65-90 km/h. Watch for speed bumps, sleeping policemen, and villages. Animals, dogs, chickens, iguanas, may cross the road unexpectedly. Great stops along the way. If you have time, consider stopping at Marie Sharp's Factory, Dangriga. Visit the famous hot sauce factory. St. Herman's Blue Hole National Park. Take a short hike or swim in the cenote. Belmopan Market, a great place for local fruits and snacks. Final thoughts. Driving from Hopkins to San Ignacio is a scenic and adventurous trip, offering a mix of coastal views, jungle landscapes, and mountain roads. Take your time, enjoy the scenery, and be mindful of road conditions for a safe and enjoyable journey. Horseback riding in San Ignacio, Belize. Exploring the mountains of Minanha. San Ignacio, Belize is a hidden gem for adventurers, offering breathtaking landscapes, rich Mayan history, and thrilling outdoor experiences. One of the best ways to explore the region's beauty is on horseback, riding through the mountains of Minanha, a lesser-known but historically significant Mayan site deep in the jungle. Let's take a journey on horseback, imagining ourselves riding through the lush tropical forests, steep mountain trails, and ancient ruins of Minanha. Beginning the journey, gearing up, and meeting the horses, our adventure begins at a local ranch near San Ignacio, where we meet our experienced guides and well-trained horses. The horses are strong and calm, used to navigating jungle terrain and steep mountain paths. Before setting off, the guide provides a briefing on horseback riding techniques, ensuring everyone is comfortable. Helmets and protective gear are provided for safety. Gentle nudge, our horses move forward, taking us away from civilization and into the heart of Belize's untamed wilderness. Entering the jungle trails. The first part of our ride takes us through dense tropical forest, where the air is thick with the scent of wildflowers, damp earth, and fresh greenery. We pass towering ceiba trees, sacred to the ancient Maya, their massive roots stretching across the jungle floor. The trail winds through narrow paths, lined with bamboo and broad-leafed plants. Birds like toucans and parrots call from the treetops, adding a natural soundtrack to our ride. Occasionally, we hear the distant roar of howler monkeys, their cries echoing through the valley. The terrain changes as we begin a gradual ascent, moving from the lowland forests to the foothills of Minanha, climbing the mountains of Minanha. As our horses climb higher, the trail becomes rockier and steeper, requiring us to trust in our steeds' strength and agility. We pause at a scenic overlook, where the jungle stretches endlessly below us. The mountains of Minanha are part of the Maya mountain range, an ancient land once inhabited by the Mayan civilization. From this vantage point, we see rivers snaking through the valleys, their waters shimmering under the sunlight. mountain breeze provides relief from the humid jungle air, and our horses navigate the switchbacks effortlessly. Discovering the ancient Mayan site of Minanha deep in the mountains lies Minanha, an archaeological site once home to Mayan royalty. This site is lesser known than Caracol or Sunantunich, but its history is just as fascinating. Minanha features stone temples, plazas, and ceremonial platforms, some still hidden beneath the jungle. Our guide shares stories of the Maya priests and rulers who once walked these grounds over 1,000 years ago. Unlike more famous Mayan sites, Minanha feels undisturbed and mystical, as if we've stepped back in time. The return ride, galloping through open meadows. After exploring Minanha, we saddle up once more, making our way down the mountain. The return journey takes us through grassy meadows where we trot and gallop freely. The setting sun bathes the landscape in golden light, making for a perfect end to the ride. Along the way, we pass local farms where villagers wave as we ride by. As we arrive back at the ranch, we thank our horses, giving them an affectionate pat for carrying us through this unforgettable adventure. Final thoughts. Horseback. Riding through the mountains of Minanha is an experience that combines adventure, history, and breathtaking natural beauty. The serene jungle trails transport you to another world. The Mayan ruins remind you of the ancient civilizations that once thrived here. And the connection with the horse makes the journey feel even more special. If you ever find yourself in San Ignacio, Belize, and want to experience the magic of the Maya mountains, there's no better way than on horseback. San Ignacio, Belize, is a land of ancient mysteries, lush jungles, and untamed rivers that weave through the rugged mountains of the Maya heartland. One of the most breathtaking adventures in this region is boating through the waterfall-filled rivers of Minanha, a hidden gem nestled deep within the Maya mountains. This journey is not just about navigating the rivers, it's about exploring untouched wilderness, feeling the power of cascading waterfalls, and discovering the secrets of the jungle that has remained unchanged for centuries. So let's embark on a long and immersive narration of what it feels like to glide through these waters, surrounded by towering cliffs, misty falls, and echoes of an ancient past. Our journey begins at dawn, just as the mist rises from the lush jungle canopy. The cool air carries the scent of damp earth, tropical flowers, and the freshness of the river. We arrive at the launch site near Minanha, a region known not only for its ancient Mayan ruins, but also for its wild and unspoiled nature. A small group of adventurers gathers by the riverbank, where our guides prepare the sturdy wooden canoes and lightweight motorboats. The river before us is calm and glassy. reflecting the towering jungle trees that arch over the water like protective sentinels. After a brief safety introduction, we step into our boats, feeling the gentle rock as the current tugs at the hull. The guide gives the signal, and with a push, we drift into the emerald green waters of the Minanha River, the sound of rippling water echoing between the canyon walls. The guides pull the boats ashore, and we step onto a moss-covered rock ledge, staring up at the towering cascade. Some of us can't resist the temptation. We wade into the refreshing waters, letting the powerful flow massage our shoulders as we stand beneath the waterfall's roaring embrace. The jungle is alive. Toucans call from the treetops, howler monkeys roar in the distance, and the occasional iguana watches lazily from a sunlit branch. As we round a bend, the first small waterfall appears, a delicate cascade that spills over smooth rocks into the river below. The sunlight catches the falling water, creating a shimmering veil of silver mist. Further down the river, the sound of thundering water grows louder. The guides slow the boats, pointing ahead where a majestic waterfall crashes down from the cliffs above. The waterfall, over 40 feet high, creates a misty curtain that sparkles in the morning sunlight. The boat drifts closer, and we can feel the cool spray on our faces. Beneath the falls, a deep blue pool forms, a perfect place to stop. Back in the boats, we continue our journey, entering a narrow gorge where the river picks up speed. The water rushes over smooth stones, creating playful rapids that send cool splashes over the sides of the boat. The canyon walls rise higher, enclosing us in a tunnel of ferns, orchids, and vines. The river suddenly disappears into a hidden cave, its entrance cloaked in shadows. Our guides expertly steer the boats inside, where the temperature drops and stalactites hang like frozen daggers from the cave ceiling. A small waterfall tumbles from the cave walls, feeding the river in an endless, mysterious cycle. After a few moments of quiet wonder, we emerge back into the sunlight, the jungle reclaiming us once more. The guides lead us to a secret waterfall, one not found on any map, a place known only to locals. Here, the water is so clear that we can see colorful fish swimming beneath us, darting between smooth river stones. The falls are smaller, but just as beautiful, creating a serene, fairy tale atmosphere. As the afternoon sun begins to dip, we slowly make our way back downstream. The river, once bustling with wildlife, now takes on a golden glow, the jungle bathed in warm, amber light. As we reach the launch point, we step out of the boats, our bodies tired, but our spirits completely alive. The journey through the waterfall-filled rivers of Minanha has been more than just a boat ride. It's been a passage into the heart of the jungle, a connection to something ancient, powerful, and untamed. Boating through the rivers of Minanha is not just an adventure. It's a sensory experience, a spiritual journey, and a chance to lose yourself in the raw beauty of Belize. From navigating through waterfalls to floating beneath jungle canopies, every moment brings you closer to the pulse of the natural world. So, if you ever find yourself in San Ignacio, Belize, and crave an experience that will stay with you forever, take a boat and drift into the heart of the waterfalls. You won't regret it. San Ignacio, Belize, is a town alive with culture, history, and vibrant local life. Nestled along the banks of the Macal River, this small but lively town is the heart of the Cayo district, known for its rich Mayan heritage, adventure tourism, and welcoming community. Walking through downtown San Ignacio is a journey through a mix of old and new, colorful colonial buildings, lively street vendors, and the rhythmic sounds of Creole, Spanish, and English conversations. But no visit to San Ignacio is complete without experiencing its famous local market, a cultural hub where farmers, artisans, and food vendors gather to sell their goods. Let's take a walk through downtown and the market, immersing ourselves in the sights, sounds, and flavors of this unique Belizean town. We begin our journey on Burns Avenue, the town's main street, where the energy of San Ignacio can be felt in full force. The narrow, sunlit streets are lined with colorful storefronts, small cafes, and family-owned businesses selling everything from handmade crafts to adventure tours. The smell of freshly baked bread and sizzling street food fills the air as we pass by small food stalls selling tacos, tamales, and pupusas. Tourists and locals walk side by side, some heading to the river, others chatting with friends in front of a shop. We pass the San Ignacio and Santa Elena Welcome Center, where visitors can find maps, history exhibits, and cultural information about the area. But the real heart of San Ignacio lies in its market, so we turn back toward town, heading toward the riverside, where the sounds of bargaining and the aroma of spices signal that we've arrived. The San Ignacio Market, located along the banks of the Macal River, is a bustling open-air marketplace that brings together farmers, artisans, and food vendors from across the country. As we step inside, the market comes to life. The air is thick with the aroma of spices, cinnamon, allspice, black pepper, and the fiery scent of habanero peppers from the nearby Marie Sharp's hot sauce stand. Vendors call out in Creole and Spanish, offering homemade cheese, fresh eggs, and organic honey, all produced locally. In the artisan corner, we find hand-woven baskets, wooden carvings, and intricate Mayan jewelry, each piece telling a story of Belize's rich cultural heritage. We stop at a stand selling handmade hammocks, the bright colors swaying gently in the breeze. Farmers in cowboy hats unload fresh fruits and vegetables onto wooden stalls, their tables piled high with papayas, bananas, avocados, and exotic dragon fruit. We make our way toward the Hawksworth Bridge, the iconic one-lane suspension bridge that connects San Ignacio and Santa Elena. The bridge is an architectural wonder. Built in 1949, it's the only one of its kind in Belize, spanning high above the Macau River. We pause for a moment, leaning against the rail, watching canoes drift lazily below and taking in the view of the rolling green hills surrounding the town. Thank you for joining us on our epic adventure through the most exhilarating parts on Belize, and like to see many more adventures of the most beautiful places in the world. What's Up Docs in the premier YouTube channel for travel and education.